Well, for more on the Games and what we can expect, let's turn to Gina Antoniello. She's Academic Director and Professor of Sport Management at New York University. Good to have you on the show, Gina.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So, what excites you the most about these Winter Olympics? Any particular events or stars that you're watching that we should be watching?
Yes, I want to just say from a macro perspective, how Milano Cortina is using this hub and spoke model is really interesting because splitting the games between Milan, which is this global fashion and design capital, to Cortina, with the traditional Alpine heritage site, this just combines two distinct markets. So the activation and excitement around the games, you have that urban luxury lifestyle feel, and then this traditional winter sports fan. I mean, just the entire vibe is going to be really interesting.
And do you think that's a model to follow for future games going forward?
Well, this is what we're calling dispersed hosting, and it does show a shift. It reduces the environmental monumentalism, I will say, of previous games, and it challenges that traditional Olympic Village atmosphere, which again, you want to maintain that Olympic identity of unification. However, Italy's making national or international headlines about sustainability and about, kind of utilizing existing spaces. So I do think this is a model to pay attention to and something that future cities hosting mega events should take a look at.
As we heard there in the report from Dan Williams, ski mountaineering, skimo, is making its debut. The first new sport at the Winter Olympics in 3 decades, I believe. What does it actually entail?
So this is going to be a sport that really appeals to this growing segment of consumers that value human-powered adventure over maybe heavy infrastructure. So athletes are going to be climbing on their skis to ascend mountains, then they're going to be removing those skins to ski downhill. It's going to be high intensity. So the races are going to include steep ascents, these technical transitions, fast ascents, and it's really demanding, I think, both on an aerobic capacity side and that alpine skill, which we're used to seeing. Another really cool thing I would say about the format is that the Olympic program will actually include a sprint, men and women, which are short, explosive races, involving those ascents and descents that I just talked about, and then mixed relay, which is teams competing multiple circuits.
Gina, it sounds also that there are lots of new events. I'm thinking skeleton, moguls, luge, that are giving more women athletes a chance to compete. What's the impetus behind all these changes?
It's a great question. I think as it relates to inclusion of women, having record-breaking parity is a really nice legacy to have. This is the most gender-balanced Winter Games in history, with 47% female participation. 116 total events are scheduled at the Games, 50 are women's events, and this is really the highest number ever seen at the Winter Olympics. So when we're thinking about these brand new women's events, freestyle skiing dual moguls, the luge doubles, we're really seeing this step towards more competitive opportunities and medal moments for female athletes.
Okay, Gina, very quickly, 30 seconds, because there's always the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Because even before the Games began, there's been talk of doping scandals, this time involving suit manipulation by the ski jumpers. Is doping just inevitable at sporting's biggest stage?
This particular ski jumping suit manipulation scandal highlights that ongoing tension between innovation, regulation, and competitive integrity. Unfortunately, this is something that we've seen often. It creates reputational risk for both the athletes and these national federations, and it just speaks to how these controversies always reveal deeper issues: unequal enforcement between nations, gendered scrutiny, public perceptions of fairness and morality in sport. So, I think this is the new dawn of the, using technology to cheat. Traditional chemical doping becomes easier to catch, but this sociological drive to win at all costs have shifted, the exploiting the interface between the body and the machine. So really making that outcome easily available to engineer with using technology. So I think it's just a sad truth, unfortunately.
All right, Gina Antoniello from New York University, thank you so much. We have to leave it there.
Thank you.